Hey everyone, welcome back to the video series. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And if you are new to this channel or new to this series, make sure y'all go back to video 1, which will be a playlist you will see at the beginning of the video inside the card. But yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna talk about true, true, and false. So if the code says if the code not in front of true makes the expression result in false. If something is not true, it has to be false. Not is in negation operator. It returns the opposite, their opposite. When we change a value to its opposite with not, we negate it, like here in not true. So not is just basically saying it's the opposite. So basically right here saying the opposite of true. And the print is saying that, hey, I want to see this. So saying that I want to see the opposite of true, which is false. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all leave it inside the comments. So the not operator before false changes the value. If a value is not false, it has to be true. We can see it here by displaying not false. So print not false will just equal to the opposite of false, which is true. So we can use a not operator with variables to negate their values. By displaying not a variable, here we will see its negated value. So we're going to print is saying that, hey, I want to see this. But what we want to see the opposite of a variable. And we tell from the first line that a variable is true. And the second line we're saying we want to see the opposite of a variable, which is false. So we're going to print out false. So we can see a whole negation in another variable too. Like here, is evening should store the value of not morning. So right here basically saying that is evening is basically like here is evening should store the value of not morning. So they're asking for us to basically negate this variable, and then we want it equal to is evening equal to the opposite of morning, which is false. So we're going to print out false. Why is it false? Because we know morning is true. So every time we see morning, it's going to be true. That's connected to it is the variable. So in the second line, we make another variable, and we want to hold the first line, which was a variable. We want to hold the first line and the opposite of it, because that's what the not means. Not means the opposite of morning, which is true, which is false. You're going to print out false, as it did. So what does the not operator do? You can pause the video at this time. Alright, once you got your answer. Okay, so right here, first option, it says it turns true or false into their opposite. It checks, or in the second option says it checks if the values are equal. So we know here it's the first one, because they're always saying not is just the opposite. Why does this code display false in this console? Okay, so we can look at the first line. You can look at the variable. The variable, it equals to the opposite of true. It would not mean the opposite of something. And after it true, the opposite of true is false. So latest version is now false. And the second line saying, yeah, I want to print out latest version. So it will be false. And you pause the video at this time. Alright, so the first option says not in front of true means for it to be false. Second option says variables always display as false in the console. So that one, the second one is definitely wrong. So we go with the first one because not in front of true just turns it to false. What do we call the not sign in front of true or false? So you can pause the video this time. Alright, so the first option says not sign. The not sign is the addition operator. The second option says the not sign is the negation operator. Alright, so addition is just the this adding sign, and that's definitely out the way because the addition sign is the addition operator, not the not sign. So which value does result store? Result store false. Remember, if result EASSYY is equal to not false. Not me. Well, you don't have to have quotation marks in this because it's not a string. Not is the opposite. So use the negation operator and store a value in the variable. So negation, so true would be just an operator, but we want a negation operator. So basically the opposite operator. So allow duplicate, we know it's gonna be false. When something is not true, it's false. Okay, so display false in the console. So how we will do this? We will do this by first printing. Basically, again tells us, hey, we want to see this, we want to see this, we want to see this, we want to see it, or display it. All right, so we moved on from that. So now we know we want to see false, and we know how to get false. We can't put true because true would just be true if I leave it at that. If I put not false, that is true, but we're not looking for true, we're looking for false. Because again, not means the opposite. So the best thing for us to do is put not true, which is false. And a cool thing about this app, it tells you like basically right here, it'll be two words. So we know it's not the first one, we can eliminate the first one. So we can make more reasonable, we can reason better with this. There we go, not true, it's false. Create a variable and save it, save the negated value in it. So we want to make a variable. So right here is the first line, it says open underscore slot equals true. All right, now they want us to make it a we want to make a variable. This is how you make a variable. You put the equal sign after you get done making a variable. And then not means the opposite of what? Open slot. We know open slot is every time we see open slot is true. How do we know this? Is because the first line give us the variable. The variable is open slot. Every time we see open slot is true. How we know this is because it's on the right side of the variable. Yeah. Code not true inside the print statement. Yeah, remember always when you put not, it starts off lowercase, all lowercase, but true, you always capitalize the first letter. But again, if you are new to the series, you can go back to a video before when I talked about true and false and how does all that work. So great job. We finished. Yep. we finished this lesson. It wasn't hard, it wasn't difficult, but if you found it difficult, you can always leave a comment in the down below in the comment section. If you need some help, I can work with you. Just make sure you let me know, and then I can see what I can do. Alright, so thank you. Have a great day.